Hello everyone and welcome back. It's time to make some headway in this project where I swatch all my watercolors and I look for 5 different things: their dispersion in water, their layering, their lifting, their opacity, and their gradient. And in today's video I have mostly the pigment PR209, which my most prefer is this Queen Coral from Daniel Smith. Other brands offer this pigment. Most of them they call it Queen Red. So I have the Winsor & Newton and the Sennelier, and they both call it Queen Red, but the same pigment, PR209. And I added this Mayan Red from Daniel Smith, a different pigment, 287, but it looks similar in hue with this collection. This one is said to be granulating. On this swatch I didn't quite notice that, but let's get swatching and we'll come back and look at them and compare them and see which one is your favorite. The swatches are almost dry. I added a second and third layer to check my layer capabilities. It's just this Mayan Red that still needs a few minutes. Very similar in hue, very different properties. Daniel Smith, I think, is the most peachier, if that's a word, of them all. Somewhat of a bronzing in the very concentrated form, but overall very nice gradation in this very light wash. It has a very almost like a more orangey color than all the others. The Queen Red from Winsor & Newton, it has some brown separation in a very concentrated form. I'll try to bring it a little bit closer to the camera or zoom in. Here we go, if you can see those particles. And I'm not sure if this is because I'm using the painting straight from the tube, or if it's something wrong with my paint. Overall dispersion quite even the Mayan Red, who is granulating, it's moving pretty well in water. Easy lift, probably the Queen Red from Winsor & Newton. Transparency, all three are transparent, and the Mayan Red, you can see deposits on this dark line. Some granulation, not something very extreme. I'm curious to mix it with other colors or having it part of my granulation experiments. And right here I selected some of the pinks or reds, and I tried to arrange them in a sequence. How would they transition from like a warm to a cool, or cool to warm? The queen rose, compare in this sequence, it almost looks like a magenta. And let me pause and get a magenta just so you can see, having them all side by side, how much purple that is. So here I have them in my lineup, from permanent magenta to queen magenta to queen rose. You can definitely tell more blue to more red, and then this carmine, to me you can start to see a little bit of the yellow. And then the queen coral, I would say it's kind of the missing link between reds or pinks to more of an orangey color or warm red. And I have here the French vermilion and this rose doré. And this swatch, it doesn't do it justice. It's definitely, you can get a little bit darker but not too dark. So these are the colors, PR209 and Mayan red. I hope you stay and follow this series. There's going to be more interesting colors coming up, and in the end hopefully we're going to find our favorite watercolors and paint something with it. Thank you so much.